Coming up next, raising a self-confident child. One woman has some great tips for parents, teachers, and caregivers. An interview with performer Gina Otto is next. Welcome back to the Education Notebook. I'm Amelie Wilson. There's no official handbook for parenting, no guarantee that your kids are going to be self-confident and respectful. However, one woman has written a book with positive messages for both kids and parents, great stories. We are pleased to welcome author Gina Otto. Thanks so much for coming, Gina.
Well, thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about the book, Cassandra's Angel.
Cassandra's Angel is about the stories that we are given from the people in our lives about who they think we are, and then dropping those stories so that we can become who we came here to be.
Okay, and it's lots of positive messages, right?
It says in your life everyone's going to have an opinion of you. That's just the way things are, but that no one's opinion is ever more true than that truth within your own heart. And when you find that truth and that light, you light up the whole world.
What was your inspiration for the book?
I worked in Hollywood for 12 years, and I used to do all those big, huge commercials for the Super Bowl. And one day I was working on a Diet Cola commercial, and I had an awareness, this is an industry that uses anorexic models to sell Diet Cola to teenage girls. So I quit a 12-year career. And I woke up the next day a girl's advocate, and I started going all around the country talking to little girls, and I would hold up pictures of the models and I would say, this is what she looked like at 5 o'clock this morning. This is what she looks like after 3 hours of professional makeup, fake hair, 35 lighting technicians. This is post-production, this is digital imaging, this is airbrushing. This is how we create images that maybe don't make you feel so very good about yourself, so that then we can sell you something to fix it. And so through all of that, all of these little girls began telling me their stories, and so I wrote Cassandra's Angel to give them a place and a mantra where they could let go of those old stories and find a new story.
What's it like going into classrooms like that? How are the girls feeling these days? I mean, we're up against peer pressure, cyberbullying.
It's a very, very difficult time to be a kid. I mean, there is not any of our children that have not grown up without 9/11, that have not grown up without the word terrorism. They look to their parents, they're nervous about the economy. They look to our leaders and they're fighting a lot. They look to their sports heroes and they let them down. They look to pop culture and they're more in trouble than our kids. So there's this overwhelm, this feeling of complete and total overwhelm. And so what we decided to do is create a website called ChangeMyWorldNow. And ChangeMyWorldNow is a place where kids can come and choose one issue that they are passionate about. And then we will systematically take them through the steps of how to lend their voice, their love, their time, and their resources, where they feel empowered, they feel a part of the solution, they feel like they can actually make a difference in the world, changing the world one bright light at a time.
Really neat. Wonderful. You're kicking off this weekend. It's a 20-city book tour. Tell us about that. Where are you going?
We're starting in New York. We launch at the Brooklyn Children's Museum this Sunday, and then we're going across the country all the way to California. It's 20 cities in 20 weeks, and Cassandra's Angel is actually a musical as well. So we're taking an entire cast with us, so there's a musical production, and in every city we're going to schools, malls, book signing events. We're doing huge community events, mother-daughter events, and we're just absolutely delighted that we're getting so much goodwill and outpouring of love from everybody all over the country.
That's so great, and it's a beautiful book too.
Thank you.
What age is the book geared towards?
The truth is that this book is for ages 4 to 104. We really sell to everybody. They love it. They love the message. Women buy it for their kids, then they buy it for all their girlfriends. We're really, really happy.
And where can we find it?
It launches, I'm so excited, it launches October 4th in bookstores all over the country. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and then please go to cassandrasangel.com.
And from there, can we find the other website as well for the kids to log on to?
ChangeMyWorldNow.com.
ChangeMyWorldNow.com. Before we go, we've got a little bit of video to show everybody, I think, of one of the performances.
Oh, fantastic.
How big is your cast?
We're taking 7 kids. Wow. We're taking 7 kids across the country with a crew of 20 on a big, huge Cassandra's Angel bus.
How fun. And tell us a little bit about the music. I mean, is it all inspirational, or does it all have a message of...
It's all positive, meaningful messaging, but it's got Broadway, pop, gospel, rock, hip-hop. It's got all kinds of really great music.
A little bit for everybody, and all the same message, though.
Yes.
A good message.
Yes, about leaving behind those old stories and finding a new story, and then really taking that story into the world so that we can be people of consequence.
That's a great message. Thank you so much, Gina. Best of luck with the tour, and we appreciate you coming to Southwestern Connecticut first before anyplace else.
This is our first day, so thank you so much.
Great. Thank you again. All right, when we return, breaking ground.